Hello, namaste everyone. I'm Anil Dikari. Today I'm going to describe about punctuation mark, especially for basic level students, those who are in grade 6, 7, and 8. And it is also important for the examination point of view. And almost it is, 5 marks in every grade examination, final grade examination will come from this topic. And um, it is very much important as well. That's why, please, every students of grade 6, 7, and 8, don't forget to see all the content that is presented in this video. It means don't forget to watch full video. Okay, now let's start. Punctuation. You can see here different symbols of punctuation: question mark, comma, full stop, exclamation mark, double inverted comma, single inverted comma, semicolon, colon, hyphen. These are the symbols of punctuation. Okay. Now you can see here punctuation mark symbol. You can see that is called what? Full stop. I already told you. This is comma. This is semicolon. This is colon. This is semicolon. Apostrophe, hyphen, n dash. That is called m dash. This is question mark. This is what? Exclamation mark. This is quotation mark. Single quotation marks. Ellipsis. Okay. Parenthesis. That is called brackets. Curly brackets. Backslash and forward slash. These are the punctuation marks that we have studied. But here in this class, we are going to learn about full stop, capital letter, comma, colon, semicolon, apostrophe, hyphen, question mark, exclamation, quotation, single quotation, etc. Okay, now let's go ahead. Punctuation. These are the punctuation rules, full stop, comma, question mark. You can see here in the example: full stop, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, quotation mark, apostrophe, hyphen, dash, colon, semicolon, parentheses, brackets, ellipses, and slash. These are the symbol what you can see here in the screen. Can't you see here? Of course you can see. Now, don't worry, we are discussing in detail here. Let's go ahead. Now, first of all, let's look. This is what? Capital letters. You guys easily know. You can see here picture from A to Z. These are what? These are capital letters. Aren't these? Of course, these are capital letters. Okay. Capital letters, also called uppercase letters. Uppercase letters are larger than and often formed differently from lowercase letters. Capital letters are used at the beginning of a sentence or a prepared name and maybe used to show respect. Okay, now let's look some rules of using capital letters. Okay, first of all, the first word of a sentence. As shown in the example, you can see in the sentence, the dog went for a walk. The letter T is capital. It indicates the first word of a sentence. The is the first word. Here T is capital. Okay. And similarly, did you do your homework? Here the word did and the letter D is in capital form. Okay. D is in capital form. D is in what? D is in capital form. You can see here. Similarly, names and titles. Names and titles, what we use? Names and titles, we use capital letter. Tom and Sarah. Tom and Sarah, that is name. Look at Tom's T, Sarah's S. They are in capital form. Similarly, Bob went to Mr. Sami, Mr. Samit, Mr. M, Smith, S, Bob, B. All these bold letters are in capital form because they are names and title. And student, please don't forget to write down capitals, later in what? names and title. Okay, similarly, another point of using capital letters in English. Days, days. There are 7 days. Don't forget. All the days first letter is in capital form. Similarly, months, 12 months are there. And yeah, okay, of course, there are 12 months. Okay. And holidays, always use in capital, like you can see here, September, Mondays. Can you see that? Okay, you can see there. Similarly, titles of books, movies, etc., like Hunger Games, Titanic, you can see here in the example, these are in capital form. And similarly, cities, countries, nationalities, languages also are in capital form. You can see here London, England, Spanish, Pokhara, Kathmandu. So many cities are in our country as well as in our, planet. So many cities, countries, nationalities, languages are there. All these are in capital form. Keep it in your mind. Okay? Okay, now let's look another, the important one. Pronoun I, whether it is in the initial part, middle part, of the final part of the sentence, doesn't matter. But pronoun, the pronoun I is always in capital form. Keep it in your mind. In your, textual punctuation, basically in your examination, such type of questions may come. You have to focus capital where we have to give capital. Okay, after ending the full stop, you have to give the capital also. Okay, now let's look another rules of using, capitalization. Capital is the first word of every sentence and every new line. It means what? Every first word, first word of every sentence and every new line. After every sentence, after full stop, the first letter always in capital form. Kept it in your mind. More than two or three, you know, parts in the textual punctuation come from this side. That's why focus there. Okay. Example you can see. I got up early. After early, there is full stop. Then look at here. T. Then T. It is in capital. Yeah, do that. And in every new line, the first word later is in capital. Okay. Now similarly capitalize the first word, quoted sentence. In quoted sentence, you can see here, say to her, you betray my trust. Here in this quoted sentence, you can see here, Y is in capital. That's why in every quoted sentence, the first letter always in capital. Don't forget this, okay? I strongly advise you, okay? Don't forget to write down capital in every quoted sentences. Okay. Now, similarly, capitalize the name of streets, cities, provinces, states, and countries. Washington Street, Gandaki province, then Kosi province. So many provinces are in our country as well. Don't forget to write down capital later, cities, streets, countries, etc. And now capitalize the place or specific location, names of books, movies, arts, articles, etc. Pronoun I already mentioned you. Okay, now capitalize an interjection and exclamation. Oh, look, surprise, oh, etc. Okay, and similarly capitalize opening and closing of a letter. Dear Mary, that is the opening of a letter. Salutation, it is called, okay? And cheers, sincerely, faithfully. Okay. These letters are also in capital form. Don't forget to write down this. Isn't it fantastic? Of course, fantastic rules are there. Keep it in your mind. Make note in your copy. Select it one only, okay? Don't copy whole the text, but filter what you need most. Okay, now let's go another topic. Another punctuation topic is what? That is fully stop. Fully stop. What I said? Fully stop. Say fully stop. Okay, now fully stop. It is in common, it is called fully stop in Commonwealth English, but in North American English, it is called period or full point. It is called what? Period or full point is a punctuation mark used for several purposes. Most often to mark the end of a declarative sentence. Focus. This is very most important for you. You know, declarative sentence. To end the declarative sentence is as distinguished from a question or exclamation. How can we distinguish, exclamation, question, declarative sentence, starting from subject and ending with full stop? That is called declarative sentence. Every declarative sentence or assertive sentence are in, you can see full stop there in that type of sentences. There is always full stop after that type of sentences. Okay, now you can see examples here. He lived a luxurious life. He owned a luxurious house. The flat fluttered in the breeze. I met them when we were in Paris. Step was delighted to know I had passed the exam. Okay, you can read these examples and you can make so many examples like this. Okay, can you make? Of course you can make. Now, look at here. Some rules of using period or full stop. At the end of a declarative sentence, I already mentioned you. There is no place like home. Our school is beautiful school. Yeah. Law makes the world go around. Similarly, after titles in American English, like Mr., Mrs., Doctor, etc. These are the title. MD, these are the title. Give full stop after that of title. Basically, in a American English. Sometime you may go America. Can't you go? Oh, of course you can go. That's remember. No, this point. Not only for the view of examination, but sometime in this global world we may go everywhere. That's why boost your English. Be, you know, good. Command over in English. That's it. No. In all places, how English is used. Okay. And now you can see here in numbers, you can be full stop. It is also called dot in number case, following abbreviation, and then end of unconventional sentences. These are the ways of using full stop, but focus here at the end of declared sentence, we have to give full stop for your, in your label, it is appropriate. This type of sentence is appropriate. Focus this point. Declarative sentence. After every declarative sentence, there is full stop. Focus this point. Focus this point. Okay? Okay, now go. Let's go. Another topic. Oh, another topic. That is comma. What is that? Comma. Say again. Comma. Good. What is comma? Comma, according to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary. Have you ever, watched? Have you ever visited at Oxford Learner's Dictionary? Don't forget to visit there. Visit. So many things are there. According to Oxford Learner's Dictionary, is defined as the mark, that is the symbol of comma used to separate the items in a list or to show where there is a slight break in a sentence. The Macmillan Dictionary defines a comma as a symbol used in writing and printing between parts of sentence, between things. For example, you can see here, John went to the grocery store and bought bread, milk, butter. Bread, milk, butter. You can see what? Bread, one item, milk, another item, butter, another item, macaroni, and cheese. If there is series, then separate with comma and then write down. This is important in your examination's point of view. That's a focus, that type of example. Okay. Now let's do some rules here are given. Use a comma to separate independent clauses. Independent clauses. The clause that can give meaning if they stand single, that is called independent clause. Okay. Use a comma before coordinating conjunction. Before coordinating conjunction. You can see and, but, at, so, nor, for. These are coordinating conjunction when it joins to complete ideas, independent clause. When it joins to complete ideas, independent clauses, we use comma before there. Okay. For example, you can see in the example, you walk down the street. In the sentence, you can see here, you walk down the street. And then he turned the corner. Then he turned the corner can also give the meaning. He walked down the street can also give the meaning, because these two clauses are independent. They both can give meaning. But if you want to join these two, clauses with coordinating conjunction, use comma before coordinating conjunction. Okay, you can go shopping with me or before or, and you can see there comma is using. Okay, focus there. Use comma after an introductory clause or phrase. Introductory clause or phrase. Focus this point. Introductory clause or phrase. Use comma after an introductory clause or phrase. A comma tells readers that the introductory clause or phrase has come to close, and then the main part of the sentence is about to begin. Yeah, that is the most important. While writing research, while writing essay, while writing anything, that time, introductory part. After finishing introductory part, you have to, give comma, and then readers automatically understand after comma. The main part is starting now. Hmm. When Evan was ready to iron, yeah, his car tripped on the road. Near a small stream at the bottom of the canyon, park rangers discovered a gold mine. Okay, these are the examples you can see here. Now let's look at another examples of using comma. Series, already told you. Series. A comma, use a comma to separate each item in a series. Series is a group of three or more than three having the same functions and form in a sentence. Okay. We bought apples, peaches, and bananas today. Series of words. Don't worry. Series of words, series of clauses, series of phrases. What comes, it doesn't matter. But if there are series of words, series of phrases, series of clauses, then don't forget, them to separate with comma. Understand? Good job. Nice, nice. Okay, this is the line. Okay. Now look another way. Use commas to set up non-restrictive, clauses. Use commas to include clauses not essential to the meaning of a sentence. These non-essential clauses are called non-restrictive clauses, which are essential are called restrictive. While reading relative clause, you need that. That's why I'm adding that type of content here also, because that is your foundation. If you understand clearly or in detail, then it may be helpful in your further study, isn't it? Of course. Yeah. You can see here, Stephen Storm, will host a party next week that is non-restrictive. John, who spent the last 3 days fishing, is back on the job again. That is non-restrictive. But the gentleman who is standing by this fireplace is a well-known composer. That is restrictive. Only non-restrictive. Clauses, commas are used. Okay, keep it in your mind also. But basically, you know, uh, to the point of to the examination point of view of your label, the series, you know, series is one most important. Focus the series. Okay. Another now. Look at here. Use commas with dates, address, title, and numbers. It is also important. Date. How can we separate date? It is also important. Every day's activities, we have to write down date, isn't it? Yeah, of course, we have to write down date. But if you don't know how to write the correct format of date, then we may be puzzled or we may be confused. That's a no. On December 12, 1990, orders were sent out to the city. Okay, don't worry for that. But look at focus here. 12, comma, first of all, month, then date, and then year. Okay, in this way, you can give comma. Okay, now address. The element of an address or place name are separated by commas. Name, for example, a zip code, however, is not preceded by a comma. John Lennon was born in Liverpool as address. England in 1940. Lamjung, comma, Bharti. Kevreni, comma, depthfully. Okay, understand. While writing address, separate with comma. That is also important. And now numbers. Sometimes in mathematics, what is the international system and what is the national system of giving comma. You know that. Okay, don't worry. Now let's go another topic. Another topic is inverted comma. What is another topic? It is inverted comma. Double inverted comma and single inverted comma. Inverted commas are punctuation marks that are used in writing to show where a speech or a quotation begins and ends. They are usually written or printed as. Okay. Oh, look, you can see here. These are the example how it is written. Okay. Inverted commas are also sometimes used around the titles of books, plays, or songs, or around a word or phrase that is being discussed. Okay. When you are writing inverted commas or a speech, marks go before and after that speech. Surrounding what was said. For example, I am hungry. She complained. If another character replies, use another set of inverted commas. Okay, especially inverted commas. In direct speech, in your examination point of view, in direct speech, he said, I am a teacher. Direct speech, always closed within inverted comma. Remember this point. Okay. Now, single slotted comma, single, quotation marks. How can we give? Use single quotation mark can be used, variety of ways, including to enclose a quotation within a quote. She said, I can't believe. He said, I hate chocolate. So many examples you can see here. Similarly, also known as single inverted comma, single quotation mark is also known as single inverted comma. And to indicate, it is used to indicate it, quotations within a quotations within a quotations, especially to highlight a word or phrase, or for emphasis. If you want to give emphasis, focus to something, to someone, you can use single inverted comma in that situation. Okay. Now let's go another topic. Colon. What is another topic? Colon. Yeah. The colon is often used to introduce a list of items. For example, you will need to bring 3 things to the party. 3 things to the party. What are the 3 things? Some food, something to drink, and a small gift for the hostels. These are the 3 things. To indicate that 3 things, we use we use colon here. Understand? This sentence contains a list of 3 items. Okay. A colon is used in a sentence for the following reasons. Oh, we know what are the reasons why we use colon in English. Now let's look. Some reasons are given here to introduce our stated point, to present a list of items, or tabular columnar text, it in citation and biblical references. Sometime, in your further study, you have to do research, thesis. You have to write down thesis. That time, the work of citation and biblical references. That time it is most useful. But now, just to only follow the first one. In dialogue writing, to quote the speaker's words, we use colon to draw attention to nouns or noun phrase, example, and quotations, and to mention the time of the day and ratios, etc. We use colon. Okay. Now semicolon. Semicolons are most commonly used to join 2 independent clauses. For example, she wants to make Samika a cake for her birthday. She will also get her a card. She will also get her a card. It is also independent itself. And she wants to make Samika a cake for her birthday is also independent. But if we want to write down these 2 sentences in a single sentence, then we have to separate them with semicolon. Now, semicolons can also be used to separate items in a serial list. For example, see, sent packages to her brother in Kawasaki, Nalpur, Kawasaki, Nalpur, her sister in Bharatpur, and her cousin in Kathmandu, Nepal. In this way, if you want to separate items in serial list, we have to use semicolon. Yeah. Now, another important topic. Can you guess? Oh, that is what? Question mark. Question mark is the bit of punctuation you add at the end of a question to indicate that you are actually inquiring about something. You are asking about something. It looks like this. The symbol of question mark is, you can see here. And you add it whenever you ask a question in a bit of writing to show that a question has been asked. Okay, has been asked. Now, question mark, you can see to end a direct question. Where are you going? Are you mad? Is this the place? What is this? Basically, focus direct question. After every direct question, there is question mark. Okay, but sometimes it is used to indicate uncertainty. Uncertainty. For example, he lived till 1990 and was buried near his house. Gandhiji, 2nd October 1869, 1948 was a great Indian. Okay, example, another we can see here. Question marks rule. In a direct question, we use question mark. And a direct question, like, have you seen the film Act? Indicate uncertainty, I already told you. In a series of questions, and a tag question also. He is a teacher, isn't he? I am a girl, aren't I? Nobody is there. Are they? Like that. You can use question mark after question tag as well. Okay. Now, but remember, don't forget to write down. Don't forget. You know, indirect speech. After indirect speech, there is no question mark. Don't forget. After indirect speech, there is no question mark. Example, she asked me where he had stayed. There is no question mark. Maybe confusion in the examination. Direct speech, there is question mark, but in direct speech, there is no question mark. Okay? Where? Say again. Good. In indirect speech, there is no question mark. Good job. Now, another exclamation mark. Another important topic. It is also important. Exclamation mark. The exclamation mark, also known as exclamation point in American English, is a punctuation mark usually used after an interjection or exclamation to indicate strong feelings or to show emphasis if you want to give some emphasis thing, or if you want to show your emotions, feelings strongly, we use that type of symbol, technically called exclamation point. Yeah, I got into college. Okay, now look at here. Exclamation mark used to express strong feelings or emotions such as shock, surprise, anger, or a raised voice. Used to give a command. If you want to give command, hey, what are you doing there? Stop doing that. Like commanding voice. Okay. Yeah. Used after interjection or exclamations. Used in a informal writing. Okay. You can see example here. Stop. Sit down. Okay. Wow. They shouted. Get up. Oh, like that. We use exclamation mark in that situation. Remember that type of sentences. Focus that type of words, sentences. Know about that type of sentences. Then it is easy for you using exclamation mark if you know easily. Okay. Now let's look another topic. Apostrophe. Apostrophe. An apostrophe is a punctuation mark that is mainly used to show possession or ownership of something or someone. If we want to show our possession or ownership, we use apostrophe. For example, what? For example, I can say, this is, this is my cell phone. This is what? This is my cell phone. I see. This is my cell phone. This is my brother's cell phone. Brother's cell phone. It is Ram's cell phone. You know, this is my, this is Hari's pen, Sita's pen. You know, Ram's house. If you want to show possession or ownership, use apostrophe, apostrophe, apostrophe. Okay, Ram's house. You can see here in the example. You know, siege, siege. You know, for she is, his, for he is, Ram is, for Ram is, okay, Ram's house, Ram's bag, Shamika's bag, Mamta's bag, okay, Samir's bag, Safal's bag, etc. We can use apostrophe to show our possession or ownership. Understand that. An apostrophe, according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, is defined as a mark used to indicate the omission of letters or figures. If we omit figures or letters, the possessive case, as in John's book, you know, plural letters or figures, as in the 1960s, the Collin dictionary defined an apostrophe as the mark when it is written to indicate that one or more letters have been left out of a word, as in isn't it, isn't, and we will. It is also added to nouns from possessive, as in Mike's car, in question tag, isn't it? Look, in question tag, we also use apostrophe, apostrophe. Oh, it is also useful in question tag as well. Want, see, want. There is, you know, not. O is omission. Isn't, is not, isn't. Okay, like that. In this way, we use apostrophe. Understand that. And now the final one is hyphen. What is the last one? Hyphen. The definition of hyphen is a punctuation mark that is used to join two or more words or word parts, connecting each component to create a distinct word with a new meaning. Okay. Visually, it looks like a short horizontal line, 1 unit long. For example, you can see here. Focus on the example, understand in detail. In the word short term, the line between short and term is a hyphen. You can see here in the word short term, between short and term, you can see here. You can see here is the line that is called hyphen. You know, hyphens can join two independent words. Independent words can join independent words in order to create a new one. If we want to make a new one, we can join two independent words. Okay. And then they can be used to connect a prefix to a root word. For example, father-in-law, old-fashioned, you know, co-owner, full-time, you know, then self-esteem, good-looking, etc. Okay, etc. etc. Okay, now thank you for watching this channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel. In coming days, I'll bring so many other interesting videos about content that you have to study in your course book, as well as grammatical items, free writing, guided writing, and then those items that are important in your examination. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, take care.